Hi, fit tip number 3, finding time. A lot of people I hear, say, "Oh, I don't have time to work out. I don't have an hour to work out. I only have 20 minutes to work out. I just don't have time to do that." Although seems to have some time to sit down for an hour and watch television sometimes or more. Anyway, I like to think of myself as I'm pretty organized. I feel like I do, keep things pretty organized, my time, things like that. But once in a while, I just get completely off track. And lately, that's been one of those times in my life where just completely gone off track. So right now, I am taking the time to sit down and reorganize, reprioritize, and just get things back on track. And one of the ways that helps me is doing a schedule of some sort. Now you don't have to, it doesn't have to be something that you follow exactly um, every single day. It's just something to kind of go off of. And I've done them before, and what happens is, you have a schedule and it just, you don't really have to even look at it. You just, having it written down just kind of helps you know it's there, you know what it is in your mind, and it just becomes a part of your everyday life. But after so long, sometimes, and things happen or events come up or you go on a long trip or something changes and it kind of throws you all off balance. So, like I am right now. So, I thought while I am reorganizing and reprioritizing my time, I thought I would show what I'm doing to see if that might help you. So what I did was, this is actually a couple of my old ones, is I go on Excel and I create an Excel spreadsheet. And I have the list from the time I wake up until the time I want to go to bed, and Sunday through Saturday. So that's what I do, and I go in there, and you don't have to use Excel. You can just use a piece of paper. It doesn't matter. The first thing I actually start off with is writing notes down. Okay, what's my basic? So I started for this summer. I started writing down, okay, what's going to go on this summer. Things change when the kids are out of school, so I want to figure out what is going to be my basic timeline for the day. And you'd be surprised to realize what you're doing with your time and where there may be time wasters going on in your day. So um, in the mornings, for example, this one, I'd wake up, I wanted to have some scripture study, so I would have my own quiet time. 7:30, breakfast. 8:30, I have to get the kids to school. 9 o'clock, I was going to the gym and having certain classes. I'd even put those classes in that I was taking at the gym. Um, what times I had to pick up the kids because my son was in preschool and then my daughter was in school, so I had to put in those times. Even on this one, I had days where I had carpool. I even have chores. I spread out my housework throughout the week. That way I don't get overwhelmed with it, and then I'm not spending my entire Saturday cleaning the house. So it actually works nicely. I mean, you have the things you have to do every day, obviously, to keep up, like dishes and laundry. Those are just everyday chores. But, on Monday, I say vacuum upstairs. Tuesday, vacuum downstairs. Wednesday, um, dust and clean surfaces. Um, Thursday was my main laundry day, if I hadn't been keeping it up. And Friday, bathrooms. And Saturdays, changing the linens and steam on my floors. So that kind of gives me a little thing every day that I can do. It's not perfect. It's not, sometimes it's off or sometimes it's not needed as much or whatever. But I schedule, after school homework time, and, on Mondays we have family night. On Tuesdays, my daughter has piano lessons. Um, on some Tuesday nights I used to have PTA meetings and, things like that. So scheduling your time. And for my summer schedule, it's going to be a little different. I'm trying to get back to where I'm working out early in the morning again. So I want to start by waking up at 5 a.m., doing my workouts, 6 a.m., getting showered and ready, maybe having a little bit of quiet time to myself, reading my scriptures, and then getting the kids breakfast, and then we'll have family scripture study, and then we'll have, in the summertime though, it's a little different when the kids are in school. I want to keep them up on their studies. I don't want them to just go all summer without reading or doing anything. So for a couple hours, maybe 1 or 2 hours, just depending, we'll have like a little lesson time in the morning. And of course, I work from home. I do payroll for our family business, plus I'm doing like some Beachbody stuff, but then I got kids to take care of. So I have to make sure I'm prioritizing my work and making sure I get my job done and get that money coming in still. So while they're doing things, I'll do my work. And then we have scheduled time to do stuff like a swim if they have swim lessons. On Tuesdays, we'll go to the library. On Wednesdays, that'll be like our beach day. On Thursday, I'll take them to our community lake, just for short periods of time. And then, we have lunch and things like that. So just the whole day is kind of scheduled. And if you're one of those people that have a hard time getting organized, period, or even figuring out how to start, it's funny. I went to Office Depot the other day and I picked this up, Organizing for Dummies. Not for me, because I feel like I'm pretty good. I actually read it and pretty much already knew all this stuff. But there are some people that really have a hard time, and that's okay. We're all different. So pick it up. It actually helps you with all kinds of different things. If you need to declutter, it's not just all about cleaning house or anything like that. It's about time management too. So pick it up. There might be some good tips in here for you to check that out. It was like 99 cents at Office Depot. So I'm sure there are other places too. So that's what I do to kind of prioritize my time. And I have it posted in my office. I have it posted by our family calendar or the back door. And pretty soon you actually just get to know it so well that you don't really need to look at it. You just kind of, know what you want to do at certain times. And that way you're not having that lag time. There's ideas in the book like to do things while you're running errands, if you're waiting at the doctor's office or you're waiting in line at the school to get your kids, what things you can be doing while you're sitting there waiting. I mean, there's just so many ways that you can improve your time and what you're doing with it. Even if you're working full time and you're taking care of your kids and doing dinner and all that stuff, I guarantee there's some time in there that you could take for yourself, whether you want to use it for exercising or reading or whatever. And for those of you who are avid TV watchers, do your workouts during them, pick up some weights or do some jumping jacks and commercials or something to get you up and moving, to get you going instead of just wasting that time. It's funny, my husband tells me, come and watch the show with me, come watch it. It's like, no, I can't get hooked on another show because that takes the time away from so many other things I know I'd like to do more. So you just got to prioritize what you want to do, what kind of goals you want to accomplish, and write those down. You want to write down your goals and figure out what it is and prioritize the things in your life. My kids obviously come first before my work and my exercising, and so I have to work around it. And so I try to make sure that they're given their time and I get my time. And it's all really important to have a healthy and balanced, peaceful, stress-free life. And lately, I needed to sit down here today and do this because I gotten off track and it's been frustrating. I'm just scattered. Everything's everywhere. I have all these different projects I'm working on and things I need to do. So if I just sit down, prioritize it, give myself a timeline of when I am doing these things and when I need to stop and do something else, take care of my kids, get dinner, do the shopping, do the housework, everything is much more peaceful and works much better. So hopefully that helps you. That's what I'm doing. So that's just my little tip of the day. And subscribe to my channel for future tips and ideas that can help you in your life. You can visit my website, www.amyfitforlife.com. You can find a fitness program that'll help you get a better and healthy life.